What's up guys, in today's video I'm gonna talk about flashfill, a very interesting feature from Excel which will help you to save a lot of time, and you will be able to impress your boss sometimes by doing things in one go. So let's begin. So if we start with our Excel file, I'm just gonna give you a couple of examples how this flash fill formula can help you. In fact, this is not a formula, it's kind of a special feature, kind of a show up of the intelligence of our Excel. So the thing is that I'm gonna give you a couple of examples. Like here you have a data set, like certain names are here, and you need to separate the first name and last name. So obviously you can do it by using formula and other stuffs, but if you don't know the formula, flash fill might be an option for you. So for example, if I want to separate the first name and last name using this flash fill, I'll just put first name here like Bill. In the next line I'll write Mark, and see there is a suggestive text in the cell below. All I need to do is just press the enter button here. So if you just check what is written here, it is in fact the magic of flash fill. If you see all the first names, I mean Steve Jobs from Steve, Warren Buffett, Warren, Oprah Winfrey, Oprah, every first name is being separated here. So what is happening here is actually Excel tried its level best to understand the pattern of the data. Like you have written Bill, you have written Mark, so Excel utilized these two inputs and matched with the adjacent column and identified that you are actually going to split the first name. So that's why it is also suggested the first name from other cells, and accordingly by pressing the enter you are just taking this input into the cells. So now for the last name I'm writing like Gates, then Zuckerberg. In the same way it is coming up, so you can just press the enter button and it will be splitted here. So first name, last name you can split by using the flash fill formula. You can also do the same thing using a formula like a formula of left or right. I'm gonna give you that kind of example as a bonus tip at the end of this video. But now for the flash fill, it is example number 1. Now let's go to example number 2, which is gonna be, I think, a reverse situation for you. Reverse situation means here you have first name and last name separated already, and you have to combine this as a full name. So now you can also combine the same thing using a formula, I mean concatenate or the function of ampersand, but you can do it by using flash fill also. So all you have to do, you have to write the full name just for once or twice, like Bill Gates, and then in the next cell if I write Mark Zuckerberg, even I don't need to write the full name. It is suggesting because it understands that I am just combining first name and last name. So all I need to do is to press the enter. Sometimes without pressing the enter, you may need to press Ctrl+E. Yeah, I'm just giving that example also. So for example, if you just select this data and press the Ctrl+E button, so Excel will just watch this data and will match the adjacent data and it will fill it up for you. So Ctrl+E is basically the shortcut for doing the flash fill. Even in some cases you can also do like so for example, just Zuckerberg you have written, you are just putting it down here, so it is already Zuckerberg in every cell. Now at the corner you have this flash fill option, just pick this and things are done for you. So flash fill you can do either pressing the enter while it suggests for the flash fill, or you can select the range and press the Ctrl+E, and you can even also sometimes drag the information down and select the flash fill option manually. So this is the second example of flash fill. You can also do the same job, I mean the compiling of first name and last name using the AND formula that I will talk in the bonus section. So now let's come to the example number 3. It's a bit weird example, I would say, because why it is weird? These are the names of people, and if you see the names, Bill Gates, B is in a small letter, and Gates, that is also in a small letter. So this shouldn't be for the name. And you see Steve Jobs, J is a small, Mark Zuckerberg, Z is bigger but M is a small. So these are kind of a mixed mass information, and now you need to do proper. I mean, you need to make B capital and make G capital as well. And again, you can do the same thing using formula, but right now we will do it using the flash fill. So I'm gonna write the correct form like Bill Gates, then Mark Zuckerberg. I just wrote MAR, and that's fair enough to understand the pattern, and it is doing the sheet for me. Okay, so now move on to the example number 3, initials. Very interesting thing. Like Excel is, very much intelligent to understand the data and the pattern, and it is having some sort of intelligence right now, I think. So Bill Gates, if I talk about the initials, it will be B and G. So let's begin with B and G, and in the next cell it should be M and Z, and see, it is predicting the initials for the other cells as well. Yeah, so your job is done. Flash fill is like working as a magic for you, and obviously your boss will be impressed. Now let's come to the example number 5. It's the example of some sort of email address. So you need to write the email address of people. So maybe in your company you have a database of an employee, and you just want to make a email list which is also based on their name. So maybe you will you'll write like bill.gates@5minutesexcel.com, something like that, just for an example. So you are pressing the enter. So you just wrote the first email address. For the second one, mark.zuckerberg@5minutesexcel.com. Now if I select the range, let's check it in a different way and press Ctrl+E. See, your job is done here accordingly. So writing the first email and the second email helped Excel to understand the pattern, how you are just predicting the email address, and the same way it is doing the job for other cells as well. So that is for example number 5, and let's get back to example number 6. Okay, but before that, the same thing you could also do using that concatenate function. So you could write first word, finding the first word, and then putting a dot, and finding the last word and putting that specific phrase of @5minutexcel.com. So that can also be done by using formula, but we are doing it here using the flash fill. So let's get back to example number 6. So this is basically a product catalog, and the specification of these products, either these are being used by men or women, or I would put some other options like boy or girl, something like that. So maybe your products are having a specific name like shirt M, which stands for shirt for the male, pants M, that is pants for the male, then watch W stands for women. So that is how school bags for the girl, shoes for the boy, something is mentioned here. So all you need to do, you need to split these things down there. So I'm gonna do it for you using the flash fill. So all I need to do is to write M, and then again M, and again W, and let's see, just pressing the Ctrl+E, it is filling it up for you. So the same thing here, you can do it by using the last word. I mean if you just put right formula here, that can be done, but flash fill, you don't need to know the formula. Now the last example, that is example number 7. It is actually a data of certain steps and dates. So based on this database, somebody is written first UI, second UI, ITA, blah blah blah, and with some specific date, and from that this data, you're just putting it like, you're just splitting the year here. So you're writing 2019, and see, the flash formula is working for you, I think. Yeah, let's check. Yeah, 2022, 2022, 2021, 2021. So flash fill is actually watching your input and matching that input with the adjacent cell, and trying to predict what might be the next input, and it is suggesting for you. Sometimes it will not be able to understand properly, so in that case you need to put more information so that it will understand. Okay, so now it's time for the bonus portion. Yeah, bonus part. So here the splitting of first name and last name, that was done by the flash fill setup. Now I'm gonna do it by using the formula. That's just a bonus for you. So I'm gonna split the first word. So I'll write left, and then I'll pick this cell, then comma, then I need to say how many characters before that space is. So if I put BILL and then put 4, obviously it will pick Bill, but maybe for the Steve it is different, maybe for Warren it is different. So I actually need to find out the location of space first. So I'm gonna look for this thing, find this space within this text. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, Bill is here. So in the same way it is splitting all the first parts. Now for the last part of the name, I need to write the same formula, but it's a different thing. So I need to use the right formula, right of this one. Now see, I'm just going to split the 5 letters from the right. So I need to tell that a specific length of the text from the right is 5. So that comes as a total length minus the length of the first part. So I'm gonna write that way, length of this thing minus position of the space. That means find double quotes in space, this one, yeah. So it will find the position of the space, and it will minus that position from the total length of the text, and then it will put it as a number for the right function. Yeah, so it's get now. So you're doing the same thing using a formula, and the same thing can be done by the flash fill. Now I just want to tell you certain drawbacks of the flash fill. See, flash fill is not dynamic. So what does that mean? It means if I change anything here, this to field will not be updated. Like Bill Gates is being spread as Bill and Gates. If I change the thing, like if I say Bill Clinton, it will not be updated in the flash fill setup. But if you see in the formula, it is always dynamic. So if you're doing certain analysis for the just for one time purpose, then you can do the flash fill setup. But if it is a long time investment and you know, on a day-to-day basis data is being updated, at that time you shouldn't go for the flashfill, you should go for the formula setup and others. So now let's see if I can give you some additional tips for the example number 2 as well. So in that case, the first name and last name is splitted already, you need to combine it as a, it's very easy thing, you just need to put the concatenate formula. I'm just giving you two way of doing the same thing, so I'm just putting concatenate of this one, comma, with a space, and a space is a text thing, so it should be placed as a inverted quote thing, and then the last name. So this is one way of doing this thing. So another way is that you just, it's very simple ampersand thing, so this one and space and this one, done, the same job. And again, these two things are dynamic because these are based on the formula and these are not dynamic, so there is a risk that if you update anything here, this will not be updated here, but for the formula it is lifetime investment. Now for the example number 3, it was just changing the case from mixed match situation to the proper case. You can also ask for the lower case, you can also ask for the upper case. We ask for the proper case here, so we can do the same thing using a formula like equals proper, equals proper, and then just referencing the cell. See, it's done here. You can also do other stuffs like equal lower, lower I can do also. So all the things will be converted into lower. Same thing for upper and this text, done. So just using one setup of, you know, upper, lower and proper, you can do these kind of stuffs in a dynamic way. But flashfill will also be a help for you for analysis in one go as well. So now let's get back to example number 4. I think see, you can also do the same thing using you know, that Excel formula, but it's going to be a tough issue because, you know, you have to find out the first letter and you have to find out the second word. In fact, here you have to split the first word and have to take the first letter, and again you have to take the second word and take the first letter of the second word and have to combine. So a couple of formulas are there. So in that case, if it is a lifetime investment, you can do the formula in one cell and can replicate the same thing the downwards. So that's going to be investment for the lifetime, but if it is for one time, it's better if you do it by using the flashfill because that formula is a bit complex. So example number 5, you can also do the same thing using the concatenate, but before that you need to split that first name and then last name using that formula of left and right, and again have to combine them with a dot using that concatenate or ampersand thing, and then have to add this portion also in the text. So that is how you can do it in a dynamical way, and this is quite simple. You just can do it by using the right formula. So I'm just gonna take right of this one, from this one I'll just take the one letter, and again it's dynamic, so anything changes here will be reflected here but not here. So now the last example which was done by flashfill, I'm gonna do it for you in a formula. Say for example here, okay, fine. So I'll take this thing equal text, that's the formula, text of this thing, comma, now the format of the text, so that is year, so I have to start with double quote y and finish the double quote and the bracket, so it will take 2019. So I can also pick other things formula like means month. So text of this one, comma, and then put mmm, quote close, bracket close, OCT October. If I want, I can also change the format of the text. So I'm gonna put 4M here, so it will become like from OCT to it will become October, the full form. Yeah, so the benefit is, again, using the formula means you are actually making your analysis dynamic, and using the flash fill is just for one time. But again, if you just have one single file and you need to perform these things for once, and you really don't have much time for learning the formula and utilizing them, you just have very limited amount of time. In that case, you can use the flash fill with confidence, no issues. So I think this was a very useful formula for you, because every day we used to fill a lot of things, and when it comes to flash fill, it may save a lot of our time as well. And I have also added something as a bonus. So I have also showed you how you can do the same thing in a dynamical way. So I think this is gonna be a very help for you, so it really helps you. So give me a thumbs up, and also put something in the comments if you want to know. So this is enough for today. Hope to see you in another video. Good luck.